Okay.
In a world of fashion and product design, let's investigate how process costing and equivalent units make jewelry that's mighty fine. What's really involved in producing jewelry in mass production? There are many details associated with producing jewelry, such as casting, die struck, gold fields, even gold electroplating. Today, we are congregated to understand process costing and equivalent units. First, a basic definition for process costing would be a method of allocating manufacturing costs to products to determine an average cost per unit. This process is used by many jewelry design companies that produce identical or similar items. Therefore, since every unit is essentially the same, each unit receives the same manufacturing input as every other unit. The distinction of process costing is all products are the same. Costs are accumulated by departments. Costs are accumulated on a department production report. Unit costs are completed by department. In process costing, when units are partially completed in one department, they proceed on to another department for further process. For example, Department A would produce metal, the materials needed to make the jewelry, and Department B would produce the cast, where the metals are poured forced into molds and designs the shaping of the jewelry. Department C would provide paint or gold field on the earrings. Of course, these processes would require a journal entry. So let's start with work in progress, Department C. Work in process, Department B. Work in process, Department A. Once the earrings are completed, they are transferred from the final processing department to finished goods. Companies using process costing prepare departmental production reports. When designing jewelry, 3 points makers keep account of. They are 1. The quantity schedule, which shows the flow of units. It shows the flow of units through the department and a computation of equivalent units. 2. A computation of cost per unit. And last, a reconciliation of all cost flows into and out of the department. Equivalent units are a number of fully completed units considered to be equivalent to a greater number of partially completed units. For example, if 600 units are in work in process at the end of the period and are considered 80% complete, the equivalent production is 480 units. The equivalent unit cost of manufacturing an item equals the total cost divided by the equivalent units. Therefore, if the total cost of manufacturing the items was $400, the unit cost would be 83 cents. That's 400 divided by 480. Equivalent units are determined separately for direct material and conversion costs. If 700 units is in ending work in process are at 70% complete, as to direct material and 90% complete as to conversion, the equivalent units are 490 for direct material and 630 for conversion. Thank you for being a part of our investigation on how process costing and equivalent units make jewelry that's mighty fine.